Hi everyone and welcome back to Mario Maker levels. Yes, just levels. Well, specifically my levels. Because I'm still tired of the overtime, so for some reason I feel like playing 4 levels instead of 3. These levels, Super Inkling Land, the series was levels I made that were intentionally made to be as easy as I could make them, and yet despite that, the easiest level still only has a 25%-ish rate. Win rate, that is. Incidentally, it is my most starred level. Not my most popular one, but my most starred one. Just goes to show that people really just want to play easy levels in Mario Maker. Some people like the hard ones, but most people like the easy ones. Anyway, IDs down here if you want to play these levels yourself blind, because I'm about to spoil all 4 of them. And I'm also going to be playing on the course maker. Or, no, the course bot, of course. The course bot. Of course bot. That's what I'm going to play them on. So I've got a bunch of levels here. Yes, Super Inkling Land series. You know, the way you're supposed to play these levels really is all in order through the offline world map, quote-unquote, system. Because I made this series to be played with only 3 lives. Some people keep complaining that some levels are way too easy, but if you play these levels on the offline My Course menu, with only 3 lives to share between all levels, you might struggle a bit. So anyway, I've got a generator of Inkling costumes to the left here. I always start the player with the Inkling girl, but I know that some people probably want to play as the Inkling boy or the Inkling squid instead, which is why I've given them the option. Even in the my Inkling Kaiserland series, starting with the second one, I started doing this. Anyway, I really want those 1-ups. So Super Inkling Land 1. This is my easiest level by far, and I made it in mind with some people. Well, I cannot speak at all today, probably because of all the overtime I did. I made this level in mind of people who do not know how to run and jump at the same time. Something like that. Not to mention all the early power-ups everywhere. Like, already a new power-up right here, even though a few steps to the left and I can get to all the generators. Also, a bonus! The coins are in the shape of a squid. Some people might not have noticed. Yes, I am collecting all the coins, because I need them. I need as many lives as I can get. Like, it's not too important, but I might screw up occasionally on the 3rd and 4th level. That's where I might screw up. I don't absolutely need extra lives, even more than 1 life in fact. But it never hurts to be prepared, you know? My level win rate is 25%. I think it might be because of the bottomless pits. Bottomless pits, they really screw up newbie players. Makes them really, really nervous. What's going on over here? It's all frozen. There's skeletons in the ice. Also, you want to really be careful around here. I think this is the part right down here where everyone, mostly died because they weren't expecting it. Not to mention it's kind of blind if you're up here and you drop down here. Oh no, it's a ghost! Better run away! Which some people are probably not all that great at. Huh. I wonder what that was all about. Also, check out the Koopa's moves. Yes! But he's about to die. Bye-bye, buddy. Yeah, I put some sound effects here and there. It's not too important, to be honest. Oh, also, you want to always leave a power-up near a checkpoint, just in case the player wants to power up again. It doesn't have to be right on it. It can be just after a few obstacles or enemies. Now, I can go inside this door right now, but there's a Magic Koopa right here that is a danger to me. I should probably get rid of him. Huh. I wonder what it's so sinister. Also, there's an enemy in here. I think it's because I initially put a power-up in that block, but then I thought, well, you know what, it'd be way too easy if there was a power-up right here, because then they could immediately do this. Also running out of time. So, that was basically breaking that block if you're an Inkling. You can proceed through the level like that. However, if you're not big, if you're small Mario, you can go through this door, and the magic will respawn, and you can go through here. It's a bit dangerous to some players because you have to do just some small jumps, but it's another option in case you're out of power-ups. Oh my! That Magic Koopa stole away the flagpole! I better get it back! And the only way to do that is by defeating it. And I can do that by using the star! Come on, buddy. The music is playing extremely fast right now, jeez. So yeah, Magic Koopas, they can make the flagpole disappear, and to get it back, you have to defeat them. I abused that quirk in another level of mine, but it's really gimmicky. I'm sure, however, that some people try to use that gimmick to, like, make it so that the Magic Koopa is almost unkillable, and making it extremely difficult for you to get the flagpole back. Probably some Kaizo levels. Anyway, the generators are still here. Good for playing as your favorite type of Inkling. I wonder with the new Inkling amiibos coming out, if we'll be able to play as the alternate colors. Not to mention Kelly and Mary. Anyway, up here is me trying to replicate the Inkling girl's sprite. It's not very good, but, you know, I tried. Didn't I? Also, there's a one-up right here. Kind of useful. Now, both these pipes actually can be entered, but they both lead to the same spot. Also, I put some stuff to the right here. It's not going to matter in the level itself. It's just for the atmosphere, to make it look peaceful, you know? I like it when people do stuff like that. Now we're in the underground segment. That's totally not cliched or anything. Yeah, I guess I'll show it now. Not many people probably figured this out. There's a star right here. It's not necessary at all for you to beat the level, but, you know, it can be useful for getting rid of all the enemies. Especially this one right over here. Normally you can just jump over it, however. You have to be decently precise, though. Just want to show another quirk, yeah. There's a Koopa down here. You can get rid of it. Another mushroom, some coins everywhere. Yeah, it's fairly open, this area, but most people probably won't bother exploring. It's not really necessary. I really just want to make a forested underground area, you know, with all the vines and the mushrooms and stuff. That was my plan with this area. Another one up. There's a glitch with the vine. At least there was a glitch with the vines and blocks, like, up here, where you could, like, get into the walls. Something like that. There was a level called Crossy Road that made you use that glitch to be able to actually beat the level at all. It was really cool, but I'm not sure if it works anymore. Not to mention, I don't know how it works at all. Like, I think it has to be a specific block that you have to use. Maybe. Anyway, midpoint, and if you go to the right over here, you can see the Magic Koopa. It's a cameo before he's about to destroy you. Huh. Nowhere to go. What am I supposed to do? Also, please ignore the ice over there. You're not supposed to see it. Now we go back inside the pipe, and we're in a completely different area. Ah, that darn pesky wizard. This is probably one of the worst parts about this series. You have to wait for the Magic Koopa to actually open the way for you. Kind of boring. Also, Magic Koopas have weird aim. It's like their accuracy is kind of so-so. Also, no matter how many times you defeat him, he's always going to respawn. As he should. You need him to be able to actually continue. And now, it's time for an escape sequence. I think it's possible to, like right at the beginning, to jump to the other side, which allows you to pretty much finish this escape sequence right away, but I never bothered testing it. Like, good for you if you managed to pull it off, but I personally rather go through with... I personally rather do the escape sequence in full. Another power-up right here. Also, another Magikoopa joined the fray. Generators can only generate one at a time. So, for each generator, you can have one extra Magikoopa. There's 3 generators in this area, so 3 Magikoopas in total. So we escaped, but it seems we're stuck here. Can't get out of here. So what happens if we go back inside the pipe? Not a good idea. I wonder how many people saw this. Me, like, abusing the pipe quirks to lead to a completely different area that you will never be able to play. And that you can only see if you're curious enough to go back into the pipe. I put lots of quirks like that in my levels, and sometimes I wonder, does anyone really notice? Everyone wants to be noticed by Senpai, but I want you guys to notice what I do in my levels. All I ask is to be loved. Don't try to jump to the left. Not a good idea. So this is a secret area, in case you want another bonus. With another poorly coined up squid. I know, my squid drawings with the coins are not too great, but I mean I try. Not to mention the point is that you have to collect all the coins, so I had to use these things for you to be able to stand on stuff. Anyway, I'm running out of time, so I'm go back into the door. And I'm back over here. There's a bottomless pit right here. Probably not a good idea for me to use that. So I gotta go up here. Inside this. And I've been trying to tell a story with this series so far. I'm more like all the grinders. That's for visual effect to show that the Magikoopas are up to no good. They're freezing the land, and they're trying to destroy all the vegetation. Something like that. I don't remember the specifics, but I was trying to tell a story. As much as the Mario Maker engine can let me tell a story anyway. Oh yeah, in the end right there, that was me visualizing that you're about to enter the ghost house. Like here. Generators are still up here. Oh, and I'm actually gonna have to play this level a second time once I'm done with this whole series, because it actually has 2 paths. And unfortunately, you can only show one at a time. So let's go inside this door first. Shows what's to come. If you choose one specific path, anyway. We'll start with this path right here. This is the canon one. Well, not really. I don't really care. Whatever path you choose. But I consider this one to be the cooler one, to be honest. Just my opinion. The other one's a perfectly reasonable option as well. Not to mention it shows its own little things. Right here. And then another underwater segment. I really wanted at least one underwater segment in this series. It was really important for me to incorporate the squid form of the squids into one of these levels themselves. Also, in case some of you haven't noticed, I continuously abuse the same, whatever these things are, when I didn't realize that if you shake them, you would get something completely different. It was kind of pathetic that when I figured it out later, that I could have made this area look much better, but, what can I do? Oh no! The Magikoopa trapped me! What can I do? All I can do is wait for that thing to press that P-switch, and oh no! I'm about to die! I can stand here and I'll be safe, but that's not what I'm supposed to do! The coins were supposed to indicate what you were supposed to do, guys, but some people thought they were just supposed to stand here and they would be safe. Of course, this is partially my fault, as I did not consider that some people would only try to jump on this to be safe, but I tried to visualize with the coins under the block to the left and one right over here that you were supposed to jump here to reveal this invisible block to be able to continue the level. And get a midpoint. If I could make enemies friends, this plant right here would have been your friend. Alas, you cannot. Really wish you could. Anyway, another underwater segment. This one's a bit more maze-like. I'm gonna go through the bottom path. Yes, there are multiple ways to go about this level. Many of my levels, in fact. That's something some people who criticize my Inkling and Kazan series is that I think I explained this before, but I allow players to check out a vast majority of the level even from the very beginning. I don't kill them right away, and I don't force them to beat the level in only one. Well, technically I do, but you can actually go around and check out the other areas without having to do everything. Ah, jeez, I didn't mean to lose my power-up. This quirk of mine to make areas that are fairly open extends to my other levels as well. Also, careful. Invisible block right here. Like, you might get damaged by the enemy down there, but it's not so bad. It's a fake Magic Koopa, what do you know? Oh, geez, that was a bit close. Give me a power up. And this is a bit lame. You have to wait for the dry bones to go all the way over here. I was trying to incorporate some puzzles into the series, but this is not a very good one. This one's even worse. If you jump up there, you kind of have to deal with the dry bones. You can still jump over it, but it's probably intimidating for some people. Anyway, I'm using the flagpole trick again, but this time it's kind of obvious what you're supposed to do. Just gonna kill this one. Go. Jump. Ah, jeez. Yeah, well, anyway, the flagpole is back, but let me show what's inside here first. And then this. It's gonna press the P switch. And then I go all the way over here for a star. Now I'm invincible. Relatively. That muncher on that Magic Koopa will kill you if you try to kill it. So, do not use the star, even though it was probably my intention, to defeat the Magic Koopa who makes the flagpole disappear, because it has a muncher on it, and as soon as you defeat it, the muncher drops on you and kills you, even if you're invincible. Too bad I messed that up. Anyway, generators are still up there, but you only get one chance to abuse them, because this is auto-scrolling time. Our little Inkling is assaulting the primary castle of the Magic Koopas. She has to defeat all of them. Well, actually, she doesn't really, but it helps them stay away. It looks like we're stuck here, but no. Just wait a second and watch magic unfold. And careful not to fall into the lava. Am I the only one who's a bit weirded out that it's animated in the Mario Brothers style? Because in the original, I believe it wasn't. Of course, it makes sense for it to be animated in every other style, but in this one, I don't know. It feels a bit weird. Yeah, that enemy up there, I kind of figured it was cute that I was going all the way over here. Oh, also, this part I really screwed up. I was trying to make a maze of sorts, but I simply did not have the space. Like, this is a bit maze-like, but you can pretty much go anywhere you want and you'll always get to the end. There's no way to get stuck, or there's no way that you have to commit to the area you chose. This is a bit more dangerous, and you cannot defeat the Magic Koopa right away. Unless you want to tank a hit, I guess. So, the P switch has been pressed. Defeat the Magic Koopa. And then you're done. Sorta, kinda. Not yet. You got the midpoint, at least. But this is a spot that some people really got stuck on. And also a spot that I really messed up. I will explain near the end of this video when I'm explaining, like, the alternate paths of all the levels. Well, 3 and 4. 2 and 1, they're fairly linear. So, oh, really? Stupid ghost. So, if you guys observe, that Twomp is blocking the way. And the only way to get through that is by breaking the bricks, and you have to be an Inkling to be able to do that. Magic Koopa is there for a visual effect, you can ignore him. If you go up here, resets you over here to the midpoint. So that was the wrong thing to do. What are you supposed to do? Well, choose a third option, of course. There is no way you can beat the level right then and there, I assure you. At least that was not the intention. So part 2 of the level begins now. There's 3 total, I would say. Careful of the swamp. Oh, that was a little close. Yet another Magic Koopa. Can't have enough of those. This one's kind of basic, however. This part can be difficult for some people. In fact, Super Inkling Land 4 in general is probably a bit more challenging than I intended it for it to be. But then again, it was the last Super Inkling Land level that I would have made, so I wanted to really test some players. So you have a limited amount of time to react. You gotta go all the way over here and jump on this thing. Some people probably wouldn't be able to pull it off. At least not on their first attempt. Now, you're supposed to go up here, but what you can do instead is go down here. And actually, I completely messed up. Yep, I completely messed up. Because there's an invisible block on this thing, and you can use it to actually reveal a vine that allows you to climb up. But unfortunately, this thing respawned. Yeah, you really want to be careful when you're making the player fall blindly. And, like, you do not want to have the bottomless pits at the bottom if you're trying to make, like, a level that is supposed to be easy. Because you don't know how the player is going to react, you know? They might suddenly move to the left even though you expect them to stand still. Okay, so this time, let me show the vine. That most people probably never found out about. It's just a little quirk I decided to use because I didn't know of any way to get rid of the coins down there. It's the P-switch with the cannonball bills. The P-switch trick with the cannons is a quirk that is kind of neat to use to make some, like, slowly falling platforms that are, well, not falling, but mostly, like, melting into the lava. But I didn't know the way to get rid of the coins just yet, and even though I know the trick now, it takes quite a bit to set it up, you know? So, you got a choice here. Door 1, 2... Yeah, you have to hit them twice when they have wings. 3 and 4 is over there. With sort of kind of invisible Bowser Jr. protecting it. So, instead, I'm going to go to door number 1 and door number 2, 3, and 4 will be shown later. Yeah, door number 1, obviously the easiest. Sends you directly to the next part. However, you have to go through this entire segment because you're such a coward. Aw, geez, seriously? I am not playing well enough. I really need to use all the vines and stuff I did. Oh, you can go back through the pipes, even though I could have stopped you guys from doing that, but there's no point to it. You're blocked off on every path. Oh no, I'm stuck. Cannot proceed. Not quite. That giant blue beetle is still down there pressing that P-switch. Another quirk I've used. Sure love to do that kind of stuff, and wow. Huh. Well, that's what these things are for. To really, like, surprise you about the enemies. Don't forget about the Magic Koopas. Yep, quite a few enemies follow me right now. However, I'll be able to get rid of them very, very soon. Challenge number 4 right up here is my favorite. Of course, it's also the one that sends you farthest in this new segment too, so there is that. I was actually supposed to use that spiny to get rid of the enemies over here, but you don't have to. You don't have to. That's a mantra that I use for my level design. Just because you want the player to do something in a specific way doesn't mean you have to make them do it in a specific way. Give them the option. Give them the choice. Don't force them into it. Because then they're not playing anymore, technically. They're just watching a movie and making sure they can stay alive. Oh, jeez. Bowser, what is up with you? Well, he's supposed to be the dragon to the Magic Koopa, but I don't know, it's kind of generic to use Bowser. Incidentally, you have to be an Inkling for the next part to work. Because you have to hurry over here and quickly get rid of the bricks. Otherwise, if you get hit and you're small Mario, you cannot finish the level. You have to start everything over. Quite annoying. Actually, if you used all the power-ups, you're pretty much stuck. You have to kill yourself. Anyway, yeah, that was the Super Inkling Land series, but there's some few alternate paths that I haven't shown yet. So, Super Inkling Land 3. There's a completely different path that you can take to finish the level. It was this pipe down here. Gotta admit, making multiple paths is really hard because there's very little room to spare. Like, I used every block I could in the underwater segments. It's kind of crazy. Not to mention the limited amount of warp pipes that you can make. I'm making a new level right now where I wish I could place like 4 extra warp pipes. Unfortunately, you cannot. You cannot. You're limited to 9, I believe. Wish it was like 20, to be honest. Actually, I wish there was like multiple sub-levels. Don't you guys agree? Like at least 4. Oh no, some grinders over here? Getting rid of all the vegetation? How pathetic. Also, you cannot go back once you go up here. Originally, I was going to use invisible blocks, but I figured it would be much better and much more natural to use this. That's this part. You guys remember that? That's what it was referring to. And also, you have to hurry, but I also try to make it fairly lenient. Didn't want to rush players too much. So that's that, but you can go back through this pipe if you want. Doesn't really change anything. Oh, but incidentally, once you're up here and you have the midpoint, you cannot go back. Power up. Plenty of enemies around here. If you're not too careful, you will get hit. Like right here. Jeez, these cheeps are fairly... Wow, seriously? I cannot believe I failed at this level. But the midpoint's right there, so I guess that explains why I was playing so pathetically. Anyway, these cheeps have fairly large hitboxes. You do not want to underestimate them. And then we're back here. Yeah, so I died at pretty much the end of this second playthrough of this level. Now it's time for Super Inkling Land 4's alternate paths. It'd be much easier if I used the edit function, but no, I'll use the play. Yeah, technically there's different paths here, but you can clearly see how they all are. There's not much difference between them, honestly. You probably do not want to play as Big Mario in the Super Inkling Land series. There's some parts where you have to be like one tile big, you know? Like, sort of kind of right here, you know? So, yeah, let me go through here. Okay. So, I showed path number 1, which was pretty much nothing. Let's go with number 2. See what's about this one. It's pretty much just a couple of enemies. You might get hit, but ultimately, fairly easy. Ah, seriously? I didn't mean to get hit again. Well, anyway. Door number 3. This one is possibly the most challenging one, even though I was trying to make it just hard, but not the hardest. Risky. Gotta act fast. Some people probably could not act this fast. Incidentally, you have to... Wow, seriously? That counts as a kill? Well, I've already shown what the path does, but... Yeah. But yeah, some people probably do not like react fast enough, and getting through that small spot might be difficult for some people as well, so that's why I consider it to be possibly the hardest path. Anyway, you can ignore Bowser Jr. This is my favorite one. You really have to react fast, but it's exciting. You know? You gotta outrun the falling Twomp that is destroying all the stuff around you. And it sends you the farthest possible, or makes you start as far as possible in this area. Really useful. Saves you quite a bit of time. Okay, so I've shown all the intentional alternate paths, but there's one more that I have to show. Okay. So you guys remember me telling you that you have to rush to be able to, like, continue the level and finish it? To finish the level? Because the Twomp blocks your way after a couple of seconds, and you'll obviously get damaged if you try to touch it, right? That's what I said, right? Well, turns out when I was making this level, I forgot about a certain glitch. And some people have abused that glitch to finish the level early. It's too bad too. If I had made this like extra high and added another brick to break right here, it would not have been possible. It would not have been possible to finish the level early, like you can right here. But what's done is done. If you figured this out yourself, well, good for you. And that's the Super Inkling Land series. I showed the IDs in the beginning of the video, but I'll show them again. Here, 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 and here. I suggest you guys download them and put them all in order and try to beat them all in, like, in a world type setup. Because with only 3 lives to spare, you might be surprised at how much more careful you'll be playing. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you've all enjoyed this video and hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye.